Hi everyone! Today is a very special day, or at least for me it's a special day, because today is the day I'm filming my first brand collaboration. A spokesperson from Woomer Art reached out to me to ask if I was interested in testing out their mini watercolor palette, and of course I am. I do want to mention though that I was not paid for this review. There was no money exchanged. I was simply asked if I wanted a sample of their product, and then they sent it to me. I haven't even fully unpacked it yet, but look at how small it is. I am so excited. Look at how tiny this paint palette is. It is so cute. And I love the colors. It kind of reminds me of the mini Polly Pocket playsets. I really love that. Okay, so this is a mini travel size watercolor palette with 9 colors. It also comes with an attachable water cup and 2 built-in mixing palettes. On the back of this paper, it also shows you the colors, but I have a feeling the printed colors aren't going to match exactly with the paint, but let's open this and find out. Oh, just look at how cute this is. Also, this clear plastic case is what doubles as the water container to clean and wet your brushes. I'm probably not going to use it while working at my desk just because I'm afraid of knocking it over, but I think that's fine because its main purpose is to clip onto the palette when you're out and about, when you don't have a table. I just can't stop gushing about how cute this pretty little palette is. Here you can also see the name of the company printed on the front. It's Woomer. Okay, now let's finally open it and see what's inside. Oh, look at the oh, look at the cats. Oh, it's so cute. I also love that it includes a little swatch sheet, and I appreciate the cats. And here are the mixing palettes that are attached to the main palette. So far the colors look very vibrant too, but watercolors tend to be deceiving until you actually swatch them on paper. So I am curious to see if they're still going to be just as bright or saturated. Also, this palette is very light just by how small it is, but it is heavier than I would have expected. But like once it's fully open, you can tell that the weight is in the colors, which I'm pretty sure is a good sign because it should indicate that there's a good amount of paint in here. So I love the cat swatches, but I am also going to swatch these paints in my sketchbook just because that's the paper I'm going to be using later on for my illustration. Okay, let's go. Ooh, oh, right away, I love the yellow. It is like super bright, and it's a nice shade of yellow too. It reminds me a lot of daffodils, which is perfect timing since it is daffodil time right now. They're like being sold everywhere at the moment. Then next, the orange. Oh, this one's nice too. It's like just as bright as the yellow, but the color itself is also kind of leaning slightly into the red, so it kind of looks like a super ripe orange, kind of like the fruit. The red is nice too, like it's still keeping up with the brightness of the first 2 colors, but this one does feel a little more streaky than the first 2. But let's just keep going and see how the other colors do. Alright, so here are all the colors swatched on the provided swatch sheet and in my sketchbook. So I like the colors in this palette, but I am kind of missing a brown, and while I love both shades of blue, I do think they are a little too similar. Like one of them looks like a more watered down version of the other, and instead I think having more of a cyan or sky blue would have been nice. Also, this is entirely a matter of taste and not the palette's fault, but I'm not the biggest fan of like emerald greens. I would have much preferred something like a spring green, but again, that's just a personal preference. Now, next, let's try mixing some colors. I'm not very good at mixing colors, but I will try my best. I'm also going to be super messy because I want to see how easy it is to clean up my palette afterwards. So let's start with a more yellowish spring green. Yeah, I think this is nice. Luckily it was pretty easy to mix, but still I kind of wish I could switch the, what's it called, phthalo cyanine green for something more like this one, like the bottom of my mixed swatches. Alright, let's see what other colors I could do. Okay, so I tried to mix a brighter blue, but I think I am missing a little bit of color theory knowledge here. So I should probably come back to this again sometime after doing a little bit of research. And of course, I should probably try mixing some browns. Like, brown is such an important color in nature, and like pretty much anything can come in a shade of brown. Brown is like such a common color. Brown is also easy to mix. But I do wish more watercolor palettes would come with a brown. I think I mixed a little too much yellow into my brown, but I'm running out of room, so this will have to do for now. Just because I haven't tried it yet, I do want to see what happens if I mix the dark blue with the yellow instead of the light one. Oh gosh, no. This is gross. I should not have done this. The other colors mix well, but this is not a combo that you should try. Alright, well, these are my swatches, and now I'm gonna give you a 20-second cleaning montage, and then I'll see you again when we're outside. And I'm back, and we are currently in this beautiful forest. I also brought my boyfriend with me to be my cameraman and assistant, which means he may carry my trash. Because,
trash man,
of course, we're not going to be littering anywhere. So I got my mini paint palette, got my sketchbook, and I got one of those pens that you can fill up, or paintbrushes that you can fill up with water. And here is the picture that I've prepared. As you can see, there's a few animals and some bugs, and some stars. So a lot of stuff that I can make nice and colorful. And here is my cute little paint palette. I do notice it would be nice if it had some sort of clip that I could stick it to my sketchbook when it's open. I really want to start off with the shark because he's my favorite part. But since these are watercolor, I should definitely start up here. Just let me get a few swipes in. I really love the yellow in this paint palette. I love how incredibly bright and opaque it is. Let me just clean this up. I'm not really a person that does a lot of art outside or on the go. I am very particular about my setup and like having it all neatly placed in order on my desk. What color should I make the ant? There's a few ants, so I want them
make them red.
Red. I mean, the toad is going to be like a bright red, so should I make them a dark red?
Why is the toad going to be red?
Because it's a tomato frog.
Okay, then make them orange. Like the ones that pee on you. There's like ants that can like pee on you and it hurts. I can speak from experience. I like how saturated the colors are. Yeah, that's what I was saying while I was swatching them. Like they're really nicely saturated. Okay. Shouldn't you do all the ants now?
I mean the color is gonna stay wet for a while. I don't want to end up smudging them by accident.
Okay.
So what color should I make the beetle?
Make it green with a little bit of blue. You know the way they have like this reflective thingy? Like not fully green, not fully blue, but maybe a little bit of both.
Because I looked up animals that have food names, and there's not a lot of them, or not a lot of them that look cute. I did like the tomato frog quite a bit, though. Oh, that might be a little...
No, that's good. Super saturated. They're so nice.
Right? I really gotta practice mixing them a little more, because I feel like when I mix, I water them down too much. God, I really wish I had a chair and a table right now.
What do you mean? The beautiful magic of being outside. I like the little like mini mix palettes that are like
Right?
pre-attached.
I also like that they gave me 2 of them.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to have one of those as a pet?
Are they poisonous?
I don't think so.
They look poisonous.
This is a delicate matter.
Yeah, look at that. It's an evil bug now.
I was thinking about making the walrus blue.
Blue? I was
Yeah,
thinking...
instead of like a natural walrus color.
But what color do we make the shark then?
The shark is yellow because it's a lemon shark.
Okay.
This one is orange.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ladybug, so this one would also be red. And then the ants are
You can
orange.
make the black
That's
and
why...
white yellow ladybug.
Yeah, but they're kind of nasty. So that's why I wanted to make the walrus blue, because blue doesn't... I don't have anything else that's blue in here. Or I could make it pink or purple.
Okay. Go for it.
I would do blue just because it contrasts more with like all the other colors.
Yeah, go with blue.
I'm going for the lighter blue.
You could give him like a full white belly. Like now you just leave like the chest and the belly open white, like a shark, similar to a shark.
Okay. I mean, they don't usually do that.
I mean, they're also usually not super blue.
You know, when you live in a major city, it's really hard to avoid people whenever you go in public. Which is also why the last time we filmed a video outside, we went to the same forest we're in right now. And yet, even though it's really, really big, you still have people everywhere all the time, all year long. And you know, I really don't want to film like other people. I feel like sometimes this pen, even though I'm not like pushing on it, sometimes there's more water coming out and sometimes there's less.
I feel like you have pretty good control over it though.
That's what you think.
It's so nice.
Right?
It almost looks neon because it's so saturated.
Right. And yet you can still see the line art underneath. Yeah. I love that so much.
Surprise dog. It's happening. It's going down, people.
I'll go for a very, very barely even there yellow for the little butt flower.
Do they layer well? Probably not, because you're like wetting the rest again, right?
Maybe. I feel like I could make this orange a little darker, no?
No.
No? This is the angry ants color?
This is what we chose. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably a little darker just because of shadows and stuff that's inside of the ants. But I feel like if you just get the thing, that's the color.
Go for the ladybug.
Ladybug.
I was gonna try to make it a little lighter of a red than the frog has.
I was about to say that's not saturated enough.
No, I was gonna make it lighter on purpose because I didn't want it to have the exact same color. Maybe this is a little too light.
No, it looks nice.
It's so easy to get like a gradient going with watercolors.
I was gonna say, you never leave the nice gradients you make.
Wait, no, I've made this mistake before. I would not add a black right next to the red that's still wet. Now I gotta be careful that I don't get any paint on my white dress. You know what I'd really be in the mood for? Bubble tea.
Bubble tea. Well, if you want her to get bubble tea, like, comment, and subscribe.
Get me into the YouTube partner program so I can afford buying myself a bubble tea every now and then. Look at how much pigment there is in here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a bit of a blessing and a curse because I love having a lot of pigment in my paints, but also it takes like so long to clean it up. All right, let's go for a very bright yellow shark. I'm probably gonna get my hand into the ant. Look at that snoot. I know it's called a lemon shark, but it looks like a nice ripe banana.
Banana shark.
Gotta hurry up, the sun's like almost gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's only this one and then the stars, right?
Yeah. Just a minute ago, I complained that my brush is too big. For this shark, I feel like my brush is too small. I really want, when we were visiting our friends in England, we went to get bubble tea at a store that doesn't exist in Germany. And I got like a lemon bubble tea that turned purple. And it was like so good. I still think about it sometimes. And I don't think our bubble tea store has anything like that. Every time I do use watercolors, especially on like animals, it reminds me of like kids, like picture books. I wonder if that's what most of the people use. They all just use watercolors as well. Do the ladybug.
In fact, the black's not that nice. It's not like
Not for
black
you.
enough.
I mean, it is called gray, so
Okay, well then.
I don't mind it though. I typically go for grays instead of blacks anyway, because blacks make me lose my line art and I don't like that. Oops. So I quite like that it's a gray, so you can still see everything. But I did mess up over here with the bee. Like you can see the little stain that's not supposed to be there. So the only colors that I haven't used yet is the pink, purple, and the dark blue. So
I would say purple.
I was gonna say I'm gonna alternate between the three of them because I wanted the stars to be nice and colorful.
Alright, go for it.
Everything is wet now. God, this is so hard to stay in the lines. Also, I feel like I need to work out my arms because it's starting to get the sketchbook is starting to get really heavy.
Say one more and then we switch color.
Yeah. I've been kind of counting in my head to always do one, then leave two white, and do another one, and then leave two white.
I do it by instinct. Just pure, now it feels right.
Look at that. There's the perfect amount of stars for three colors.
It's because you're such a talented artist.
Yeah, I've definitely planned for this.
You knew this is going to happen and you just automatically did it the perfect way.
I am the perfect artist. The perfect artiste.
Artiste. That's the right attitude.
I love this blue. Like, look at this. The dark blue.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Here is my finished picture right next to the color palette that I used. I really, really love how small it is. I love also the colors from the packaging itself. It's adorable. And I love the colors inside it. Like, I genuinely do, because I love bright colors and you can't really get much brighter than this. I do kind of wish, now that I actually used it, that it came with a brown. I mean, mixing brown is pretty easy, but it would still be nice to have one instead of maybe two blues. Also starting to get really cold. I was not paid for this product review or something in any way. I'm pretty thankful for it, and I am happy that it is a product that I actually enjoy. And believe it or not, it's not the first brand that reached out to me. You can find a link where you can buy this palette down in the description below. So I personally would recommend it. I am easily sold just by cute packaging. Look at how tiny it is. This is so cute and the colors are so nice. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and I really hope to see you again next week for another one. Goodbye!